yeah, I'm just hopping on.
Jesus, bye.
My hyperfixation. You get to know my style again. It's really cute. Watching Bridgerton again, but juiciest ball of light. It's my final meeting in an hour. I'm the kind of person, like even if I know a meeting is coming up that day, my brain is like a sieve, so I need to set like multiple alarms to remind me. An hour before the meeting, half an hour, 15 minutes. I haven't really had much of an opportunity to sort of get dressed, if you know what I mean. Use this time to experiment and really get to know my style again, which is why I think I'm gonna do a new Instagram series. There are opportunities where I really get to play and experiment a bit and get to know how different silhouettes are fitting on my body, etc, etc. Lion sent me a pair of pants that I had my eye on that look really comfortable. Oh my god, they're so good. The other ones are kind of wide leg, but these are wide legs. You can already see the color. I feel like it works for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go steam these and style these and I will be back.
It's true, it's done.
Okay, I think we've landed on this outfit. Didn't like the first one, which was just a plain white tee, but it just wasn't the right proportions with the trousers. So now we are here and I'm actually quite happy with this. Bralette from, what's it called? Weekday, I think. And I think it works a lot better. It kind of feels like very much a holiday fit. I finally am getting a chance to wear these flats, which like I found trickier to style than I thought I would, but I think they're perfect. Having the flowy trousers, but I had to put them up quite high-waisted just because of the length. I didn't want them to be dragging on the ground too much, which meant, I don't know, I felt like I had to go a little smaller on the top here. Honestly, if it was a really hot day, I would just probably style it open if, you know, the vibes were right, but if I was just going around town and I felt like that was a bit too much, probably do something like that. I think I had it styled with this. I didn't want it to be too matchy or anything, but some brown details. I think it's really cute, it's really fun. I really love the blue against the red. I think it's kind of unexpected and fun. And I do find, I don't know, a light shirt like this is kind of an ideal way to kind of go about, I think, a super wide trouser like this. It's all still flowy and loose and comfortable. I don't know, I think we're kind of going for a bit of a Copenhagen color combination right now. And I think I like it, I don't know. Whew, I actually had to take that off there because it's so warm. But if you like that fit, be sure to follow us over on Instagram. Saucies, and we've got eggs, not the packaging, the eggs themselves. Fresh from our friends' chickens, which I'm so excited to eat. You guys know we love eggs over here.
It's the first one of the first ones at the stone. You'll see. Do you know why they call it the stone house?
It's not a stone house.
That's, I know. Those morning pages really are no joke. I know they're so hard to do, but like I was so kind of like borderline depressed yesterday, and now I'm like the biggest, juiciest ball of light. I feel so enriched for channeling into like my inner voice and my creativity today, and I don't think I could have done it if I hadn't gotten that like muck that was out of my head of just deep dark feelings out on a page. If anyone is wondering what my hyperfixation lunch of the past 3 weeks has been, a sesame bagel, full fat butter, full fat Philadelphia cream cheese and tomatoes. I usually have it looking more aesthetic than this, but these are the only tomatoes I had. So also really appreciating this view the whole way out from the back. Aloha, chicas. My sideburns showing. My sideburns love to cling to my face like this occasionally, and let it be known, should I meet an untimely death, you bitches better tuck that shit behind my ear. I will come down and haunt every single one of you if you leave me in a casket like that. You can blow dry it back, but we're living the air dry life today. Me, I'm doing great. We're starting to get on top of things. You know, still having my up and down days, up and down weeks even, but like I'm starting to get into a swing of life where like, I kind of feel like I have my life back a little. And I think a part of that might be that I'm starting to live more in a type of energy that sort of suits me and suits my personality and how I like to live my life. I feel like Ireland has been very healing. But funnily enough, I think yesterday I had my part 2 of my human design reading with Emily Gessner, I forgot to ask. She's a Berlin girly and she offered to do my human design, which I've dabbled in before. But here's the thing about me, when it comes to like astrology, human design, self-discovery tools, they're not my special interest. Like I don't go heavily into any of them. Like I did a pretty in-depth astrology course, to be fair, before, but I just have realized I don't enjoy the minutiae of certain things like this or tools like this. I prefer to like dabble and get my feet wet, but have somebody else really guide me through use these tools in a way that will enrich my life. We had such a laugh, and you can tell it's something that is, I don't know, that she's really passionate about, and she has a nutrition background. So part 1 was sort of my, I guess, just general human design chart reading, and then part 2 was the digestion side, which is not just food but actually how you digest the world and like everything, your environment. Yesterday, so I've had the full experience now. I didn't go into too much detail before. For those that are wondering, I am a 3/6 sacral manifesting generator, and I've known from dabbling before that my boyfriend is a generator, and I can definitely see the difference between the two types. Like I'm very initiatory in terms of like getting things rolling with my ideas and stuff, whereas he's much more of a responder. He kind of like waits for the right opportunities to come to him, whereas I'm kind of the opposite. Emily is great. She gives you all the notes, and my aura is open and attractive, feminine energy, and then in brackets like a hurricane that attracts the right people and opportunities. The goal is to create a new path and show the world a different life. Your biggest conditioning. Society tells you that to be successful, you have to finish things. And that is something like a realization I came to a while back. I think it was actually maybe when I was trying to figure out my own human design stuff, and I discovered the concept of being a multi-potentialite, which is really annoying to navigate in the type of society we live in, to be someone that starts a lot of things, takes interest in a lot of things, has to dabble, has to play, necessarily finish something or bring every single idea to an end point. And for me, I really felt like a failure for a long time for not being able to do that. But I have noticed that for me to live in alignment, I have to just constantly be shifting gears and trying new things. 1 or 2 bits I was just like, okay, don't resonate with them yet, but hey, maybe that's because I'm not living completely in alignment with my human design type yet. But like 98% of it, I would say she hit the nail on the head. Shout out Emily, thank you for the reading. I will put her Instagram in the description below, but I know she's doing in-persons in Berlin and she does over Zoom as well, and I'd highly recommend her. It's giving captaining my own ship or the Titanic. Even warmer again, maybe? Yeah, geez, I can't decide now. This one. Just loaded up a Jerry Paul. Ferry I usually take. There's dolphins jumping! Oh my god. I look a mess because it's day 2 of my like herring days that I do during the week with my dad and my mom. Like I literally I'm just in sweats. My parents actually look so nice. They've dressed up for the occasion. But yeah, I'm just hopping on to mark this day because it's, I think, about 9 or 10 weeks since we officially got the keys. Obviously the first month was very slow. I wasn't spending a lot of time there. Didn't get to show my parents the apartment empty, and then since then it was just messy and gross, and at that point it just wasn't kind of the way I wanted them to see. But honestly, it has been so long now, it is almost comical. Lovely few days of weather consecutively, and this might be one of the last ones. So we're going over. My boyfriend's bought like a few disposable BBQs, like a few skewers. Oh, sun's out now. We just have a moment for this delivery of broths that just came in. I found this brand called Carol's and it looks promising. They got a little awardy word here. Pretty good. Who doesn't love an art print frame reveal? All in the same video. I think I shared some clips from a few weeks back when I handed these in. I think they're just called like Cork art framers. I think one of my most expensive purchases thus far. I know the kind of person I am with these kind of things. I do it once and I don't touch it again. So everything that I ever put in a cheap frame has stayed in the cheap frame, and everything that's gone into like an actual framer's frame, I've never regretted, and it was totally worth it, and they're still in those frames. I learned a lot from my first trip to the framers in Bushwick. One thing that annoys me is that if you've got a beautiful print but you can't see half of it because there's so much glare from the glass. The Magritte one, as you can see, like there's no glare. Anyway, these are the prints that we got framed. A little mix of ones from Vancouver, which are these ones. If you remember these were in our living area. Unfortunately, they have warped a little bit because these prints were from Drool Art. I was working with them ages ago, and they stick their prints to a type of foam board that you can't separate it from. And I think in the traveling, maybe like the change of temperature, it kind of bubbled up in areas. And then we did a fun colored frame for this. They had limited options on the color front. Like, I always imagined this print in this green because I think it's really fun. The mustard, she really liked the one that was this color, and I'm so glad that I stuck to my guns and went with the green, a border with it, because she did point out that it is signed and that it would be a shame to hide that, and that is something I would not have considered before. Then the piece de la resistance, I think maybe my second last vlog from New York or my last one, I bought a really beautiful print, Bushwicky, Williamsburgy kind of loft sale situation, art sale. I'm so excited because it came out exactly how I wanted it. Ta-da! Do you see the glimmer? Do you see the gleam? Alexander Calder print. I love it so much. It has so much worn patina, like the edges are totally imperfect. I think it's such a great graphic to have on a poster print, and when I bought it, I immediately always envisioned it in a like aluminium silver frame, which I think is like a very like New York apartment detail that you see a lot. The next thing I'm gonna have to figure out is where they're all gonna go. If you have any suggestions, let me know. You best believe I'm watching the new season. In one of my other vlogs, I think I'm watching Bridgerton again, but it was the spin-off with Queen Charlotte's story. It was just a good storyline, if you enjoy like an enemies to lovers storyline, a bit like a Court of Thorn and Roses series. It was kind of like that. It kind of, I think I nearly enjoyed it more than actual Bridgerton, but I'm very excited about the series with Nicola Collin. We love an Irish queen who talks about Palestine.